Hello, I'm back with another one of my 15-minute yoga videos. This time we are doing a bit of yoga for before bed. So if you're feeling like you need a little bit of relaxation before going off to bed, or if you feel like you haven't been sleeping well and you want to relax your body before bed, then this is the practice for you. It's perfectly suitable for beginners, so if you haven't practiced yoga before, then you're perfectly welcome to have a go at this video, and if you're an experienced practitioner, hopefully you'll still get something out of it as well. It's a really nice way to relax the body before you get ready to sleep. So without further ado, let's get going. We're going to start on all fours. So coming round onto your hands and knees then. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, ankles in line with the knees, knees underneath the hips. We're going to do a little bit of cat-cow. So as we inhale, we're going to bring the heart through the gateway of the arms, lift the tailbone, drop the belly. As you exhale, rounding through the spine, curling up between the shoulders, looking towards the navel. Let's inhale, lift the heart, lift the tailbone, drop the belly. Exhale, curling round. Inhale, lifting up, working into that back. Pressing the belly down, and exhale, curling round. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, curling round, belly drawing in, looking towards the belly, rounding through the spine. Two more here, let's inhale, lift. And exhale, curling round like an angry cat. Last one, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, curling through the spine, looking towards the belly. On the next inhalation, coming back to a neutral spine. We're going to reach forward with the left hand, nice long stretch with that hand. Inhale here, and as you exhale, we're going to thread the right arm underneath the left and bring the head and the shoulder down towards the floor. So keep reaching through that left hand and really active through those right fingers. Keeping the hips stacked above the knees. We're just going to take a few breaths here, working into the twist. Seeing if you can gently open that side body up. Being nice and gentle with the body. We don't want to work too hard before bedtime. Finding your breath here. Two more breaths, just reaching through those arms, opening through that chest, feeling that twist through the body. Let's inhale, bring the left hand underneath the shoulder. Press through that left hand, lift the right shoulder and come back to all fours. Have a little wriggle around just to realign. Then we're going to reach forwards with that right hand, stretching through the hand and bring that left arm underneath the right, bringing shoulder and head down towards the floor. Stretching through that right arm, opening to look underneath the right arm, over towards the left hand, keeping those hips stacked above the knees. Finding your breath here, taking a few nice, deep, slow breaths. Softening into the pose. And just enjoying the twist and that movement through the body. I'll take one more breath here. We're going to inhale, bring that right hand underneath the shoulder, press through the right hand and bring the left hand underneath you back to all fours. We're going to inhale here, staying in our all four position, and as we exhale, we're just going to walk the hands forwards, coming into puppy dog pose. So reaching them a nice long distance forwards, and then when you're ready, keeping the hips stacked over the knees, we're going to release the forearms to the floor and gently release the forehead and the chest down towards the mat. Maybe you can relax the forehead down on the floor. Maybe you're not quite there yet, you might have the head a little bit up. Maybe you're feeling particularly
the chin to the mat. Maybe the chest is resting down on the floor. Taking the practice that's right for you, and when you're in your version of the pose, just taking a few nice slow breaths here, relaxing the body, really allowing yourself to soften into the pose, feeling the stretch through the shoulders, through the back. Couple more breaths here. And let's inhale, gently press through those hands and start to walk the hands back underneath you. We're going to just gently bring the butt down towards the heels. Resting back, coming into Balasana pose, child's pose. So butt comes to rest on the heels and the arms for the moment are stretching out in front of us. And we're just gently going to release the forehead down towards the floor. You might not be there yet. Maybe you want to stay here, or maybe you want to bring the hands in, elbows out to the side, and gently rest the forehead down on the floor. Come into the variation of the pose that feels right for you. And then once you're here, let's gently close the eyes and start to soften into the body. Bringing your thoughts inwards. Feeling yourself starting to calm down after your day. And then at the end of your next breath, maybe you want to release those hands and bring them by the side of the body and catch hold of the back of the feet. A really nice, comforting, restorative pose, drawing the body in, becoming small, feeling like you're giving yourself a hug. Keeping those eyes closed as you move inwards. Let's take one more breath here. And then as you inhale, bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Press through those hands to lift the torso. We're going to swing the feet out to the sides and extend the legs out in front of us. Then when you're ready, bringing those hands out behind you, taking a bend to the knees, we're gently going to make our way down to lay on the mat. So releasing the body down to the mat then, keeping the knees bent for now. We're going to inhale and draw the right knee in towards the chest. Give it a hug down towards you, maybe make some circles with that knee warming up into the hips. And then after your next rotation, coming back to centre, and as you exhale, extending that left leg out long. Gently give a little tug down on that right knee. Then we're going to catch hold of behind that right leg, so holding on to the back of the thigh. And as you inhale, you're just going to stretch up with that right leg. You might have the leg completely straight, or you might need a slight bend to the knees, being gentle with the hamstrings or any injuries in the leg. We're going to inhale here, and as we exhale, just gently drawing that leg back towards the body, stretching through the hamstring, stretching through the thighs. Taking one more breath here. Maybe giving that ankle a little bit of a wriggle around, working out any tension that's accumulated from the day. Then we're going to inhale, draw that knee in towards the chest. We're going to bring the left hand onto the knee. Inhale here, and as you exhale, we're going to draw that right knee over to the left hand side and extend the right arm out long. And then when you're there in the pose, gently turning the head to look over at that right hand, working on keeping the right shoulder down towards the floor. Enjoying that twist through the body. Maybe the right knee reaches the floor, maybe it doesn't, depending on how flexible you're feeling. Remembering that yoga is a journey, it's your practice. It doesn't matter what you think you should be doing, just honouring your own body and doing what's right for you. And with your next inhalation, drawing that knee back to centre. Just gently catch hold of the knee, draw it down towards you, and as you exhale, allowing the leg to lay out long next to the left leg. Then let's inhale, draw the left knee in towards the chest, hug it down towards you. Maybe take a little circle with that leg warming up into those thighs. And then catching hold of the back of the thigh, we're going to inhale and extend that leg up towards the ceiling. Just holding here, maybe taking some circles with the ankles warming up, or releasing any tension that's built up in those ankles. We're going to inhale here. And as we exhale, just gently drawing that leg back towards you, feeling a little bit of a stretch. Nice and gentle. It's the end of the day. We're looking to look after the body. Then let's inhale here. And as we exhale, bending that knee in towards the torso. Give it another hug down towards you. Then bring the right hand on top of the left knee. Inhale here. We're going to extend that left arm out long at shoulder height, and as you exhale, just drawing the left knee over towards the right hand side and gently turning the head to look over towards the left hand. Working into that twist, releasing into the body, allowing the body to soften. Couple more breaths here. And then when you're ready, inhale, drawing the knee back to centre, bringing the head back to centre and the left arm in. Let's draw the knees in towards one another. Hug them down towards you. Give them a little roll around, maybe giving the back a little bit of a roll around. Just working through the back. When you're ready, gently rolling over onto your side, allowing yourself just to rest there for a moment. Then bringing that right hand down onto the floor, pressing through the hand, bringing yourself back up onto the mat, and coming back onto all fours. So hands back underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, ankles in line with the knees. We're going to tuck the toes. Inhale here, and as we exhale, we're going to draw the butt down towards the heels. Walk the hands back towards the knees. Then as we inhale, we're going to lift through the tailbone and release into a forward fold. So let's inhale, lengthen through the torso here. And as you exhale, folding over the legs. Allowing yourself to completely release and soften into your forward fold. Using your breath to come into the pose. Maybe catching hold of back of ankles and drawing yourself in. Couple more breaths here, completely releasing through the back. Then as you inhale, allowing the arms to hang, rolling up through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, drawing shoulders up to the ears, roll them back, open out into Tadasana. Bring the hands together at the heart space. You might want to keep the eyes closed here so you can head straight to bed. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, and sweet dreams.